So should we start off just doing a little bit of de-stress, which will be lovely for you with all your work and washing you've got coming up?
Yes, that
we'll
sounds
do
amazing.
that. So we'll just start off tuning into a little bit of breathing. So everyone can join in at home as well. So just taking a lovely long deep breath in through the nose and a long deep breath out through the nose. So you can do it with eyes open or eyes closed, and just feel that abdomen rise a little bit on the in-breath and just fall a little bit on the out breath, and just feel yourself a little bit grounded. If you're sat down, just feel your sit bones really grounding onto the chair. If you're stood up, just really feel your feet just grounding into the floor as well. Just feel everything settle a little bit. And then as long as you've got clean hands, we can just go into our first acupressure point. One of the best ones if you are feeling a little bit stressed, got a lot
Any
going
hand
on.
in particular?
I like index finger for this.
But is it
really
left hand or right hand?
Either is absolutely fine, whichever feels intuitively best for you. I really like index fingers. Some people like thumb for acupressure points. That is really lovely. Yep. But index fingers, nice and simple. And in terms of pressure there, again, be intuitive. So start nice and gently. If it feels like you want to just press a little bit further into the skin, you can do. And if it feels like you want to just massage a little bit, you can do as well. And this is just so good for not only releasing stress, but also if you suffer from number 11 lines or maybe little horizontal bunny lines, and you find that you pull this area in and you hold a lot of your stress there, do this acupressure point. It will relax tension in that muscle. It'll get the circulation going. It'll help the energy as well. And you can do your breathing with it too. How's that feel?
Feels wonderful. And do you know what? I think that just having like half an hour today with you, just taking me away from everyone in my house is just amazing. I don't know how anyone else feels, but when you come back from holiday and you spent a week away with everybody and all of a sudden it's like back home again and you're still with everybody, which is fine and it's great, but it's like just a little half an hour of peace and quiet. And
so good.
We've sent the little one to nursery. My other one's somewhere on our iPad. I was like, I'll only be half an hour.
So good. So good. So nice. You can move to temple. Same thing there. You can just press on that little temple point. I know. Well, I actually had 2 nights on my own in a hotel this weekend. Can you believe that?
Where did you go?
Done that. I went to Cheltenham because I've got a friend there. So I met her for lunch. And I just got to the point, and you can circle here as well. I just got to the point where with the last 18 months, you know what it's been like, just running a business with the kids non-stop. And I said to my husband, honestly, I feel like I want to run away. And I was speaking to a friend about it, and she's like, why don't you? Why don't you just go?
Yes, of course.
And do you know what? I did it, and literally, I cannot tell you how much better I instantly felt. And I came back like so much like better mom,
like a new woman.
I was honestly a new woman. I couldn't believe it just took 2 nights away.
Literally, I also think just even one night away, just helps the cause. I think it's just, listen, everybody's in that same boat, and I think we all have to take a little time for a bit of self-care for each and one of us. And I know we are only human, but as a mum, I think you're juggling so many things in life, including kids, life, whether you have kids or not, but life and everything else in between, and your mind is constantly going. So for me, like, I had 4 days of campaigns just before I did my week away on holiday, but before that I needed to pack for the world and pack for holiday and campaign and kids and everything. So my brain was like a little thing.
Oh my goodness. I know, it's a lot. We've got end of next week we're going to Devon for 10 days, so let's come here in this acupressure point now. We're going to Devon for 10 days, and again, it's going to be amazing. My sister's getting married, so it's going to be so lovely. But again, it's a lot, you know. It's family time, which is amazing memories, but it's a lot. So little moments like this, even just doing a bit of this face yoga, this acupressure, the breathing, really just help you just come back to yourself, just ground yourself down. And sometimes I just go off for a couple of minutes and just do a little bit of breathing and do a few of these points, and it really makes such a difference. And you can massage the other one. This is good actually if you've got any sinus issues. It's very good if you get hay fever, anything like that. Very good if you get sort of dullness in the cheeks or dark circles under the eyes. It really just helps the circulation around that whole area.
And that's a really good one, actually, because obviously that means that the taking away those dark circles means you need to wear less makeup. as well. So it's a really great.
Exactly. This is an Ayurveda point. And actually, if you've got a gua sha as well, you could even do the gua sha on those points as well, if you like that, and you get those crystal healing benefits too. Let's do one just underneath here. So right under the ear, top of the jaw. This is so good if you've got jaw tension, if you're going through stress. It's usually quite tender, this point. So do what feels intuitive again. So you may want to just wiggle a little bit, you may want to circle, you may feel cool just to press it. Do whatever works for you with that, but really just get into the point. And often the more we're stressed, or the more we're trying to control something in our life, the tighter our jaw gets. So this is such a good release. You can really just get into that area. How's that feel?
I tend to get a lot of tension in my jaw, but also because at night I grind my teeth. So and I've got a tooth which actually next week I'm getting taken out, and because it's moved slightly, it's the bigger tooth. It feels like the bigger tooth in my mouth. So at night in the morning I've been waking up and feeling that my teeth have been
so tight.
So when I'm waking up, I'm like, oh, my jaw's really. So I really like that whole as well, where it just gives me that the knots kind of come out as well, and it just it helps me, and I also feel like it's good for everything.
It's good for everything, and you can do 2 fingers and thumb pinching up. You can do even thumbs coming up, which is gorgeous. You can just massage in. You can do this one. There's lots of ones, and the more you do that before bed or release that stress in the day, the less likely you're going to lock that whole area during the night, which is so common, by the way. You know, so many people get that teeth grinding and that jaw tension, even jaw lock. And again, I mean, lots of reasons for it. Stress is a big part of it, but some of it's sort of cranial issues that maybe we've even had since birth, you know, that are the way that our craniums develop. So lots and lots of different reasons for it, but massage daily does help.
Yeah, and I also said, so when I went to the dentist, he said it is a very common thing for people to grind and tense their jaws whilst they're sleeping, and that is also how you get. So I got a crack in my tooth, and it's just over time, and it's common, and it's the tooth that is the most commonest to get taken out. But I think over time, I've obviously clench, and obviously you use your teeth every single day, every single moment of the day. So it's one of those.
They take a lot. They take a lot of strain, definitely, really do. And then if we just come to the acupressure point, just underneath the pupil, just where you feel that little bone there. And again, just come back to your breathing. So anyone watching this at home, just go back to ideally breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. If you want to breathe out through the mouth, that's also fine. Just try and make that exhalation a little bit longer than the inhalation, and just pressing. And here you have to be quite gentle with your little circles. It's very delicate in this area, so we just do a very small little circle here, and then we can just go the other way. So I would say that those acupressure points are your key ones, not only for reducing stress, but also they're helping overall wellness, they're helping with the circulation, they're helping with the energy flow, the prana or the chi, so everything looks healthier and brighter afterwards as well.